Welcome to the Tyese Show, News and Ooze, where you get your news, but you'll always get your ooze. I am your host, Tyese, and today, of course, we have some news we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a couple of topics, and my ooh for today, brother doing big things. He is a podcast owner.
Yeah.
A poet,
yes,
but also a hip-hop artist that just recently dropped an album. So, of course, we're going to get into everything good and positive that he is doing in his life. And now we're going to start talking about the news.
Mm-hmm.
And the first topic we're going to talk about is, let me tell you, it is this is pretty sad. The first thing, and that is that Jesse Powell, who was only 51 years old, passed this week.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and it was he passed peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his family said Jesse Powell had hits in the 90s, big R&B artist. And I'll tell you one song that he did that I really liked was the it was kind of I really want to say that it was like a wedding song, you know, for that year, and it was called You.
Okay.
Yeah, and it made it to number 2. It made it to number 2 on the charts. It was, you know, it was one of those songs that was just very inspiring for relationships and everything. It was a great song. And, you know, and he had other hits, you know, in the 90s, but, you know, he will forever, you know, just be in the hearts of us who are really into rhythm and blues, you know.
So the R&B souls.
Yeah. I mean, scary is that, unfortunately, that he left us so young, you know, only 51. You know, so we definitely send our condolences to his family. You know, he definitely will be missed. But his, you know, his inspiring music will always remain with us.
Man, you know, you could do a moment of silence for him.
Well, maybe we should.
Yeah.
We'll hold it here for a minute for Jesse Powell. All right. Thank you, everyone. We're going to move on. Now, before we go any further, I would like you to do me a favor and download the Coyoteman Show Network on your mobile apps, also on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. And as you know, you can also watch us live at www.coyotemanonline.com/live. Now, you know this is football season, so
it's football season, yeah.
Anyone who is not watching live, you can still pick up the show on the replay on the site, okay? www.coyotemanonline.com/Tyese Show. All right, so make sure you download us. Thank you.
Yeah.
So now the next topic that we're going to talk about is, this was like just a monumentous week with the Emmys and all this black girl magic going on.
Yeah.
You know, there was like 4 black women who won Emmys this week. You know, so, you know, did you get to watch the Emmys?
Nah, I didn't get to watch the Emmys, but I saw, like, you know, some pictures on social media, like, you know, Instagram, Facebook. I saw that Zendaya won.
Yes, Zendaya Coleman.
Yeah, yeah. She, I think, won for Euphoria.
Yes, she did. She won for Euphoria. Yeah. Now, are you an avid watcher of Euphoria?
Yeah, like, you know what's funny? I started watching Euphoria in the let's say like earlier this year. I was like, what the heck is a Euphoria? And like, it reminds me of the 13 Reasons Why show, with a lot of social problems that goes on in schools, neighborhoods, whether it's drugs, you know, people dealing with like identity crisis or sexuality. And you know, it's similar to 13 Witches Wild, but it's like 10 times, you know, crazier for real.
Yeah, yeah.
And I watched both of the seasons in like maybe 2 days.
Oh, you binged.
Yeah.
Yeah, you binged. Okay, so you were definitely supportive
Yeah,
of
yeah.
her winning that award.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
that was so she won that for best drama, best drama series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she won that.
Euphoria. Yep. So congratulations to Zendaya Coleman. Yes. Also, Lizzo.
Yeah, Lizzo won. Lizzo won. Shout out to Lizzo.
Yes, yes. So Lizzo won for Watch Out for the Big Girls.
Yeah.
Yes, for that series. And now I mean, Lizzo, I'm telling you, you gotta love Lizzo.
Yes.
You gotta love Lizzo.
Yeah, you gotta.
Because she is doing her thing. She's putting like big girls on the map. I mean, I'm a plus size girl myself, so you know I'm all for it. You know I'm there. I'm all for it. Yeah, and she's had on this flowing like red, beautiful gown. And it was just wonderful to see her go up there, accept her award. And she was calling for all the big girls to come to the stage, and it was just fantastic. I'm so happy for her, and I just really like the fact that she has been innovative and that she's giving voice to Black women, and Black women that you don't normally see. We have not seen on TV. We have not been represented.
And she's very, very comfortable in her own skin. Very confident. Like her confident level is like at 1,000.
And it's a beautiful thing because she shows that that's exactly what you should be, comfortable in your own skin. So she is just a light out there, beacon of light. For young women, for middle age, for older women, especially Black women. It's that regardless of your size, be you, girl. And get out there and show who you are. Don't be afraid of that. Be comfortable in your own skin. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing. I'm so happy for her. The Emmys just really stepped up. This year, kind of put their money where their mouth is, so to speak. So now we have these clips that we get to watch, and me being a mental health counselor, I do actually now have a plan that I will be showing these I'll show these clips too, so that I work with.
Man,
because I think
do that. Yes, do that.
Exactly. I mean, because it's not only inspiring, it's motivating, but they get to see women, that look like them, represented.
Yeah.
Represented. I mean, the melanin popping, all of that, So it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, And the also Miss Bronson, yes, that won, and and she has starred and created Abbott Elementary.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So now the series Abbott Elementary, it did exceptionally well. And so I'm so happy for her that she won that. And then to add to that, like the icing on the cake, in addition to her winning for creating that series, is that the Best Supporting Actress award was also won by Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, you're talking about 4
Cheryl
Black
Lee
women, right? And it's making history, making history, and the highlight watching this for me was that Cheryl Lee Ralph came to the stage. When she came to the stage to accept her award, you just saw something that you just don't typically see. She didn't give just your average speech. She, of course, she thanked different people that have been supportive to her, um, but she sang endangered species, Diana Reeves's endangered species. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, she just did this. She just hails out, this song, I am an endangered species. And so, we all know that black women have not been represented positively as they should be in, at the Emmys before, or at really, too many of the award ceremonies. So now this is history.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
is history.
And remember, Cheryl Lee played Moesha's stepmom. Remember that?
Yes, yes, the show Moesha. I used to watch that. Yeah,
Uh-huh. I used to
yeah.
watch that a lot when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
congratulations to all those ladies that won it that night.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a cute show. That was a cute show,
Mm-hmm.
Moesha. But yeah, so each of them are having this career, that is very inspirational. And now, with Zendaya too, something I want to bring about is that this is actually her second Emmy that she won, and then she's very young.
Mm-hmm.
She's like the youngest.
Yeah, she's what? She was born 96. So she's like around what, 26, 27? I'm trying to think. She's like in the
Yeah,
mid
yeah.
20s. She's in the mid 20s.
And very accomplished. Very.
Yeah.
So we are just so overwhelmed and like just really proud, really proud. And like I said, I have something to, like my kids are in their older 20s now.
Okay.
But they get to see, women like Lizzo. They get to see the Cheryl Lee Ralphs, of the world that are just doing it big. They get to see Quentin Bronson's. They get
Mm-hmm.
to see Zendaya. Oh, and it's and now what I want to do though is I definitely want to make sure that I start watching Euphoria.
Yep, it's on HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so like
Okay.
you watching on HBO Max, and it will take like maybe 2 days, like I said,
Mhm.
to watch the series. If you're gonna get addicted, right? You're gonna get
Okay.
addicted, yeah.
Mhm.
You're gonna see some crazy, wild stuff. The acting is there. Like you're gonna have like people similar. Like I don't know if you've ever watched 13 Reasons Why, but it was a lot of negative characters, and
Uh-huh.
like in Euphoria, they have so much of that, so much
Okay.
negative energy in there. Like it's wild, wicked, nefarious, all that the above is crazy. So
Wow. So what is like what I mean, come on, to binge watch this in 2 days.
yeah.
It has to be good. So what's something that what is one thing that like really stands out to you about the show?
Oh man, like I don't want to really spoil anything because I want you to watch it. But like, of course, like Zendaya's acting, and like there was so many, twisted turns
Mhm.
on the show.
Mhm.
Like this really happened, bro. Like, nah, not him,
Mhm.
nah, bro.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but like I said, it's a great, like, if I had to give it like, let's see, a ranking from like a 1 to a 10, I give
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like possibly a 9.5
I
out of
hear
a
that.
10. Yeah.
I hear
So
that.
yeah, it's a
Okay.
good show.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to get updated on that then.
Mm-hmm.
Then that on definitely on her winning the award. That's enough for me to watch, right? That's enough for me to watch, and on your recommendation.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
watch it.
Mhm. Euphoria. Okay, but yeah, just really proud of these women, and I'm so glad to see that they're acknowledged now, and I can't imagine how they felt receiving those awards, but
Mm-hmm.
it's something even bigger for for Black women to see that, you
Yeah.
know, like I said, of all ages,
Mm-hmm.
of all ages, and which brings me to something I was watching is that there is now a there's now a Black Little Mermaid.
Yeah. I saw the trailer to that. I
Yeah,
saw that.
yeah, so did I, and that's another thing to be just happy about because it was so. I watched the trailer as well, and what I really liked is that you had young girls. Like what they did was they showed little girls,
Mm-hmm.
okay, um, their reaction to seeing
Yeah.
the Little Mermaid, this additional Little Mermaid now as being Black, and to see that, I mean, it was just. I mean, I smiled, I laughed, and I mean, I was like, oh, because, really, because you had little girls that were like, oh, she looks like me, mommy, look, her skin. One little girl literally said her skin is just like mine.
Yeah.
I mean, they were so. I mean, they were so in awe,
Mm-hmm.
just watching this, and you could tell it was just doing something for them because all of them were just like, oh, look at this, wow, she looks like me, and that is so important in in the media and the music in the music industry, which you are a part of,
Yes, I am.
in the in the movie industry and television, is that young people, young Black people get to see that yes, you can do this,
Mm-hmm.
and you can make it, and if you want to be on the big screen, then girl, go for it. That self-esteem and that self-confidence needs to be there, but hopefully it gets boosted,
Yeah.
by them seeing these women who have been successful.
Yeah, Holly Bailey. That's gonna be,
Mhm.
the Little Mermaid. She can
Mhm.
sing.
Mm-hmm.
She's very talented. She's one of Beyonce's artists. Like, she signed to Beyonce's think label, I believe.
Oh, okay.
She's
Okay.
like Beyonce's protege.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Mm-hmm.
that's big. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's funny? I never watched The Little Mermaid, but I will watch this one just because the trailer, I was like, hold up. Yeah, this is, little Black girl playing the Little Mermaid. It's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Now, I did see a Little Mermaid. Of course, I watched it with my with my kids when they were younger. Yeah. But to see now that there is a Black little Mermaid, of course, got to go back and watch that now. And again, I get to show that to my young girls that I do counseling for, and so that they can see, yes, more representation. It looks just like you.
Yeah.
And you're in all of your beauty and all of your awesome, black girls, black girl magic, just doing it. It's coming out more. It's all over the place now. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. And thank you to the Emmys. Yeah, you're finally doing what you needed to do some years ago.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. We're going to get on them a little bit. Now, the next news that we're going to talk about is it's interesting. I will say that. And it is about a young woman. She's 19, from Brazil. And what she did is, and there's like a 1 in a million literally chance of this happening. But what she did is she had sex with 2 guys in the same day, both unprotected now, got pregnant, listen to this, by both guys.
Dang.
So what that means is she's going to have twins. Two different fathers.
Yeah, two half brothers. I see.
That is
Wow.
irresponsible.
I
That's
mean,
that's the word.
I
That's the
mean,
word I'm going to use.
I'm not shocked. Like, something that happened because that type of stuff happens like every day. Like,
Mm,
in different neighborhoods and like different communities. Like, just got to be careful. Definitely got to be careful out there, and like who you have a child with, or like two baby daddies. Probably gonna go to court for both of them, child support. Like, that's wow. And she's young. Like,
yeah,
you said she's 19.
she's 19.
Yeah, that could be like, um, that's like that could be like someone's like like my nieces. Like both of my nieces are like in the I have like let's see 6 nieces, right? And it
Mm,
could be one of them, and I'm like, nah, you
mm,
gotta teach your kids the right way. I know they were raised right, but that could be anyone's child. Like you gotta teach them like what to do, like give them like that knowledge
right,
of
right,
like
exactly.
what type
Mm-hmm.
of guy do you want, and like guys can be like scumbags for real. So like you got to be on the lookout for like people like that,
Mm-hmm.
and watch what you do.
Well, one thing that there's so much that bothers me about this story, but one thing that bothers me about the story is that okay, you have this young woman, she has sex and with two guys in the same day, but you didn't protect yourself. Not only did you not protect yourself with a condom, with making the guys use a condom, but also didn't protect yourself in that with birth control. I mean, we have just two complete scenarios that are just completely again irresponsible.
Like, how old are the guys?
Now I'm not sure how old the guys are. I'm
Okay.
not sure how old the guys are. But when you think about it, okay, so think about you being a guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, suppose you were one of those guys, you were in or in that, in that type of situation, exact same situation. You're one of those guys. Now, and like I said, this is the part that like really bothers me. Okay, so suppose you have one guy that is really, really willing, hopefully both, but very much willing to step up, be the dad that
Dad.
they're supposed to, that they're
Yeah.
supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
Now, also, like, is she going to be in a relationship with? Is she, solidly in a relationship with one, but cheated on the other? How does that work? So you have this. So you may have this one of the two, this one good guy, but he's not going to take responsibility for the other child. He shouldn't have to. So you have two different guys, two different personalities. It would hopefully both guys will step up
Yeah.
and be fathers and like they're supposed to be, but of course 9 times out of 10 she will never be in a relationship with either one of them. So yet again you have this situation of these babies who do not have a they may not have a full-time father that is in the house
Mm-hmm.
with mom. And it happens over and over and over again. She just kind of got caught, like I said, a 1 in a million chance, but it's just it's sad is
It
what it
is.
is.
Yeah, like she's 19 and like dealing with multiple personalities. Like this guy might not want to help out, but this guy may. So it's kind of like okay, like a double-edged sword. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully everything works out for the best of them. Well, best for all three of them, because like the main thing is like your life is no longer what is that? It's like your kid's life now. You got to be there.
Oh yes,
You got to
yes,
be there.
yes. Not only the age. I mean, and that's been, young people having kids has been going on for a long time, and you have plenty that still able to be successful. They've already finished high school, maybe they even start a career, and not to say that
But you're still a
that,
baby.
that she can't make
Yeah.
it, but the situation of having two different fathers,
Yeah.
that's just a messy situation.
Yeah, because like when you in your late 20s, not late 20s, your late teens, you're still a baby, in my opinion. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you are supposed to be exploring life. Like, you're supposed to be like having fun, going to college or whatever. But being a parent,
Right.
I don't know, man.
Like I
That's
said,
too much.
messy situation, but hopefully she has support. So we're going to pay some bills, go to break now, but make sure you return
bills.
with myself, your host Tyese, and Mr. Jswann here, my ooh.
Yeah.
Tyese Show News and Ooze. See you soon. Come back.
We must secure our families. KFG Life Insurance Specialist is a company that partnered with 15 of the top life insurance companies to ensure you get the best pricing, knowledge, and products to suit your family needs. Some people believe that term insurance is better than whole life insurance, while others feel the complete opposite. Some may feel like universal life is the way to go, and others may feel it's better to have a whole life policy. The truth is, neither of the products are better. One just may be more suitable for your family. Our life insurance specialists are not biased, as they are partnered with several life insurance companies. This ensures our clients get the best pricing, education, and products that are suitable for their families. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist make these decisions easier for you and your family. Our office is located at Security Square Mall, next to Burlington, in the Coyoteman Show Network. Please call to make an appointment at 443-400-5224 or go to www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. That's www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist help you prepare your family in the present, because the future is not promised. Act now.
Welcome back to the Tyese Show News and Ooze. And remember to download us, the Coyoteman Show Network, on your mobile apps, Roku and Amazon Fire TV, and watch online every week, Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, www.coyotemanonline.com/live. Now, we can go into the portion of the show that I really love, and that is to get to talk to my ooh for today.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Which is Mr. Jswann.
What's up? What's up?
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You are, you have quite a bit going on.
Mm-hmm.
You're really doing your thing. Poet, been performing all over the place. And I know you jump around and perform in different states too.
I do, yeah.
So what's a couple of places that you've performed?
I perform, of course, in Baltimore. Performed in DC, performed Philadelphia, performed in Atlanta, performed in New York. So many areas I performed at. I perform anyway. So I like to keep the grind going.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I do.
Travel to get your poetry. Now, when it comes to poetry, what is your favorite genre or topic?
Man, that is really hard. You know what? That's hard to say. Maybe love. Maybe
Love is always
Yeah,
a fun,
yeah, love.
it's
Like
always a fun topic when you go to an open mic.
or like I may be getting into some talk about my story or like my background. Like, you know, I have so many stories. Like my favorite poem right now that I have is like I'm gonna be performing it later at this open mic by my homeboy Tyese, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah, shout out to Tyese.
yeah, he has a it's the poem describing Baltimore, Maryland as Gotham City.
Oh wow.
Yes, with no Batman.
That's creative. With no Batman.
With no Batman, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I have another poem describing what if Goku was black. Goku was a Dragon Ball Z character because I'm big on the anime. So like, you know, yeah, so like, yeah, it is very different.
You're some type of creative dude. All right, so I know you have your podcast. Tell us a bit about your podcast.
The Free Spirit Podcast. Well, I just wrapped up season 1, and like I did about 21 episodes or 20 episodes, and I started back in maybe March. And the Free Spirit Podcast is like basically be your true authentic self, be like speak your truth, and I talk about sports, music, doing music reviews, and giving people like real talk, especially like the guy audience, like, you know, giving them advice about true stuff.
Really? So give me an example of a piece of advice that you've given.
I given advice about, let's see, how, like, what the, like, you know, of course you heard of the friend zone, of course, like, what is the friend zone? And like,
relationship advice.
Yeah, relationship advice, like the friend zone, on how to build your confidence up as a guy. Because I feel like a lot of guys today lack confidence, like lack self-esteem, and like, you know, it takes, you know, confidence comes with age. Like the younger you are, the less confident you are for real. But like, you know, you grow, like you grow from your mistakes, you grow from, you know, what you did like maybe 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and then you just totally have a sharper mind. So yeah. And like, you know, I also talk about toxic positivity, how, you know, people may heard of that term before, and it is true. Like people like to show fake positive stuff, like, you know, thinking everything is like, you know, peachy happy and all that stuff, like, you know, like people try to force it down your throat. And like, I know you've been like, we all been through like days where like you don't want to go through like school and take a school picture and be like, hey, smile in. Nah, like that's fake. That's fake to me. And like, you know, it's nothing wrong being like sad or like, you know, showing emotion, because you're being true of who you are, honestly. I see. Yeah.
So and toxic positivity is like this oxymoron. I see. Now, so basically it's express yourself, because, you know, I mean, you should not be holding in your emotions.
No. Like,
okay, I like that.
Yeah, I feel like you should control your emotions, of course, but like, you know, if you are like sad, feel sad. If you are be mad, but like control your emotions. But like, don't let the world dictate, like, you know, where like making your emotions less valued. You know what I'm saying? Like trivialize, like something like, oh, you know what I'm saying? If you want to feel like, yo, I don't feel like talking today. Like, I don't, you know, I'll talk like another time. Like, you know, I don't feel like, you know, conversating, like, oh, my mother or my father or like my homeboys like calling me up. I don't want to talk right now. Like, you know, I just, you know, just want to have my own space.
It's very important to be mentally but as well emotionally healthy. And I like that you're bringing that out in your podcast. What age demographic would you say listens to your podcast?
I would say people in their 20s, the 30s, and up, like that demographic.
Okay, so maybe 20s to mid 30s, and which is it's great that you're putting that out, within that age demographic. Everyone needs that, but you are 32.
I'm 32. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? So it's great that that at this age, that this is what you're doing, so that with that positivity that can be seen.
Right.
That you're not going to be happy all the time.
Right. It's impossible. It's
Mm-hmm.
totally impossible.
Exactly. But knowing how to handle your emotions in counseling / therapy, we call that emotional intelligence.
Right.
So I'm proud of you for putting that out there. Because,
thank you.
Yeah, that's exceptionally important. Now you are, big hip hop artist, like doing your thing, and now what platforms, SoundCloud, and where are you?
Well, I'm available everywhere. Like I have 3 albums. Like just re-released my first album that I released in 2012. That I started recording when I was 18. It's called Battle with Jericho. Yeah, it's on all streaming platforms, on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Amazon, and that's my baby. And I was just listening to it. I'm like, wow, geez. Yeah.
So that's very interesting. A lot of artists don't do a re-release. So now, what is the difference between Battle of Jericho the first and now Battle of Jericho 2?
Yeah, I released it in 2012, and I was a lot younger, and I remember when my mom was playing some songs in the car. I'm like, Mom, please do not play this. I don't want to hear it. But then I was like, okay, this still sounds good. Usually when the artist, I can't speak for all of it, but I'm like, maybe this is whack, but listening to him, it still sounds good. And that was the early stages of Jswann. Battle of Jericho 2, which I released in 2015. That's more of a lyrical step up, better content, better songs that people could relate to, or had people dancing or jumping up, and had songs like King of the Jungle, On Fire, Wild Out, Kisses of the Sun. And that's a real good album as well. I'm not being biased because that's my stuff, but you got to feel that way, your stuff is the what.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So where do you get your inspiration from?
Oh man, I get my inspirations from a whole bunch of stuff, maybe watching Dragon Ball Z, or watching Sailor Moon, or watching LeBron James play, or hearing Jay-Z speak, or watching the movie Scream. I come up with a lot of concepts. I'm a Cancer. We're very creative people. I'm just trying to be biased. That's right. And yeah.
Yo, producer over here is a Cancer. All right.
Hey, I like that. And I just get inspired by life. I really get inspired when I drive in my car, hearing different instrumentals, or looking at a tree, or maybe, eating a cheesecake and smoking weed or something like that, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or and I forgot to mention my album Black Swan too.
Yes,
that's
Black Swan.
That was my latest work, and I feel that's my best work. Honestly, it has 11 songs. It's very brief. I'm talking about different aspects of okay, I lost my grandmother, I lost my brother, I lost my uncle. Talking about grinding, you gotta really put yourself out there. I got a song called Everyday Struggle, Baltimore Tears, God's Greatest Creation, which is a spoken word poem. Yeah. I think that's when we first met, when I shared that poem. We was at what was it?
Yeah, we were at Noir.
And it was a poetry party, right?
Right.
It was a poetry party.
Yeah, shout out to the poetry party.
Yeah, shout out to Keishan and all of them, for real.
So now on Black Swan, okay. So now what would you say is your favorite that you put out? You said it was 11 pieces. What's your favorite and why?
Ooh, I have to say Free Spirit, because that song really resonates with me the most, as far as like asking questions about, like, you know, religion, God,
Okay.
really, really deep, and like be who you want to be, and like have your own relationship with your higher power, no matter what someone is telling you in your ear. And like, yo,
Yes, I love it.
yeah,
I love it.
and I also talk about Colin Kaepernick and the NFL. Like, yeah. So like, you know, I talk about how I express, like, is this really going on? Like, nah, this shouldn't be this way.
Right.
So,
right.
and like, you know, that's like my favorite song. And I also have a song called Freedom, talking about Black struggle, like the beginnings of like slavery to Martin Luther King, transitioning to, like, you know, Barack Obama becoming president. Like, we came a long way as Black people, for real. We did. Like, you know, we were told we were monkeys, we were animals, like back in the day, and now we getting our diplomas, we're entrepreneurs, we're
winning Emmys,
like all that. And like, you know, we came a long way, and we still have a long way to go.
Right. Definitely still a long way to go. What I really like is that on, you know, you have Battle of Jericho, you have Battle of Jericho 2, you have Black Swan. Now, all of these cover so many different topics. I mean, I could just hear that you really speak, and I've seen you perform, but I can just hear that in the music you really go deep, like you you know, you speak from the heart, and you're putting out there that voice in so many different areas, between you know, religion, between you know expressing yourself, why it's important to express yourself, even trauma and tribulations that have happened to you, and, you know, so that's incredible.
And also, I'm working on a new album, Black Swan 2.
Oh, right. Okay.
The Therapeutic Sessions.
No,
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. No cap. I'm working on that right now.
Yes. Therapeutic sessions.
Therapeutic sessions.
All right, my stuff right there. So that leads me to my last question, which is, how has your journey and how is your craft therapeutic to you?
Oh my gosh, like when I write and I'm in the zone, I feel like I'm a Super Saiyan, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like I can't be touched. I can't, you know, it's that thing where God gives you a gift and you just telling your story, whether you seen somebody getting high off of North Avenue, or, you know, you are in the suburbs with your parents and like you having like a conversation with your old man, like, you know, getting back to the bases. You also, like me, like traveling, like meeting different people. Like, I love meeting people. Like, I love, you know, talking, you know, with different personalities. And like, I'm like just writing down like whatever my day is going, whether if I had like a love at first sight, saying, oh, this girl was beautiful, I'm about to make sure she might be the one, like, hey, whatever, like, you know, she might be the Mrs. Joshua Jswann or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or like,
gave the government.
Well, I didn't say my middle name. I didn't say my middle name.
Right.
But like, just writing, like, I encourage any artist, like, who is a poet, rapper, singer, like MC, if you really want this, like, really push yourself, like, repetition, like, you know, don't let no one tell you like anything that give you, you know, growth stunts. You see what I'm saying? Don't have those growth stunts. You just have to, like, the most important thing is like the battle of the mind. You have to battle, like, you have to build yourself with confidence and be like, yeah, you know, everybody's in their own lane, but I'm the best rapper that I know, or the best MC.
All right.
All
right.
Just gotta, you know, show it for real.
All right. Well, there's your dimes. There's your advice drop. There's your nuggets from Jswann. And on that note, I would like to thank everyone for tuning in, watching the Tyese Show news.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Tyese.
Yes, yes. And where can you be followed now?
I could be followed on Instagram, Facebook. My Instagram is Jswann922, JSWANN922. And you could also follow me on Facebook. My name is, okay, I'm gonna say my government, Joshua Michael Swan, and like, you know, you can follow me on there. And I also have a Jswann page on Facebook as well. So J.Swan on Facebook. That's a fan page. And I'm also on YouTube as well, and I do reaction videos. So, yeah.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah, and Tyese, you the best.
Talents. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna wrap it up, but thank you. The Tyese Show News and Ooze, where you get your news, but you'll also get your ooze.
Blackout.
On the Coyoteman Show Network. Thank you.